Well, hey, good morning. It is Saturday morning, and I am in the kitchen making Priscilla and I a cup of coffee. Priscilla's going to make some breakfast, and we just love this little coffee maker. It's kind of makes her own espresso. It's really good. I got to show it to you. Look at that foam. Looks awesome. But anyways, yeah, this morning we got to bed pretty late last night. My voice is a little hoarse. We were at some friend's house. Just randomly went over about 9:30 and we stayed until about midnight. But just talking, had a good time with the children, played. So we got to bed a little late, but I got up this morning and so far I've taken 6 bales of hay out of my barn, hauled them up to our goats, got the goats fed. I took Avalon and we went down to the mill and we got some shavings. And now we're coming home, we're gonna have some breakfast and we're gonna go do some blueberry picking. So, and then we got a bunch of other things. We're gonna help, hopefully, make some firewood today, because winter's coming. We have to do that. And then I got a list of things. We got to move Freedom, our horse. We got to put him in a new pasture. I got to put up more electric fence for him. And then I want to help the boys on their treehouse, and just a lot of stuff happening. So we're gonna try to have fun and hope you enjoy the day with us. So here's what Priscilla made for breakfast. Some ham. I think that's just bought in ham. There is pancakes, and Priscilla will have to share the recipe sometime with you. These are the best pancakes.
Actually, they're different than I normally make, and I already did share the recipe that I usually make, the cottage cheese and egg pancakes.
Okay.
I already have that in one of our videos. And this is a different kind. It's almost the same, but it takes bananas.
Oh, that sounds interesting. But I love her cottage cheese pancakes. And then we've got some real maple syrup, which is so awesome. And then huckleberries that we picked. So here we go. Let's enjoy. So what we're doing here is we're going to put shavings in here to these puppies. And we'll change out these shavings regularly. This will help soak up the urine and give it a good pine smell. Because they're not quite old enough to go out the doggy doors yet. In about a week, I'll open the doggy doors and they can just go in and out as they wish. But right now, we'll put these pine shavings in here, and that's going to give them something to dig and snuggle in. And we're off to the blueberry patch. I want to keep saying huckleberry because I like huckleberry so much. I've got Priscilla driving, which is so nice. I can actually do a little bit of video editing while we drive. The kiddos are in the back. Hi, guys.
Hi.
5 heads, and I think there's a dog in here somewhere. Oh yeah, there's a dog. That's Autumn. Hey, Autumn. Hi. So we're gonna go pick some blueberries. We're gonna have a good time. It's just a beautiful Saturday morning, about 10 a.m. right now, and it should be a great day. What do you think, babe?
Yeah, it'll be nice. It's almost an hour drive away, this blueberry patch. It's a big overgrown blueberry patch that has been there for many years, and the people are very nice to work with, so they let us go in there with all the kids and we can just have a good time picking.
And we actually have to drive into another state to go blueberry picking.
Yeah.
We live about 40 miles from the Idaho border, and we live about 90 miles from the Canadian border, so we're all the way tucked up in the northwest corner of Montana here. A lot of times we drive into Idaho to do things or whatever we need to do, and then we go to the airport. Sometimes we'll go to Spokane, Washington, so that's clearing to the next state. So we often drive into Idaho and Washington for things that we need to do. All right, here we're gonna go pick some blueberries. Even Chloe's got a little bucket, her huckleberry bucket. Wow, this is a big patch.
Yeah.
All the way down there. It's amazing. It's the first time I've been here. Let's see if we can find any blueberries. There's a lot of blueberries here, but they seem to be kind of picked out. They're just not quite ready yet. There's a lot of people picking here.
Yeah, lots of people come here and pick, especially on a Saturday, so they're not as many.
Well, there is our pickings of the day. We have 38 gallons worth right here. Or 38 pounds, not gallons. Yep, big blueberries. All the children helped. So that was nice. We're ready to head back home again.
Just got home from blueberry picking and we're quickly making ourselves some tomato sandwiches for lunch, which is already past 2 o'clock, almost 3. And then we're gonna head out and make some firewood for the winter.
Okay, I got Justin and Ethan and myself. We're having to move our horse because the pasture that we have him in, We ran some hot wire earlier, but the pasture is the grass is all gone. So we're putting some corner posts in, and we're going to run some electrical wire after we've had our tomato sandwiches. So here we go. Going to pound these in. It's really dry. It's about 90 degrees today. Another heat wave coming, I guess. Wow, I want to rock. Okay, we're going to try to pound this one into this road bed. I don't know if I'm going to have a luck. Maybe I can pound it in, but I might not be able to get it back out. Going in pretty good. Okay, I think that's deep enough. Okay, we almost got the new fence up. Ethan's unrolling the last of it here. And we went all the way around. There's a little pond here, actually a spring that came with the old original farmhouse. And it's right here behind this lilac bush. And so he's gonna have some good pasture up here in this green grass for quite a while. So we just gotta tie off this electrical tape and pull this tight. And I think we're ready to put Freedom in here. And there's Freedom. I should have got a picture of him when the boys were riding him over here, but I forgot. So we just turned him into the pen here. I think he'll actually stay in here without the wire being hot, because I think he got zapped right in the beginning when we set it up a few months ago. He actually just tried walking through it and he got zapped a few times, and now he's paranoid, so it's good. We might not even need to get the shocker on here. He'll probably just stay in here. And then right here's the little spring that comes out of these cottonwoods. This is actually our property that's just up here on the hill. This is the lower end of our property and goes that way towards our house. Our house is sitting right up there about 300 yards or so. And it goes into this little pond right here. Not much of a pond, more like a little marsh area. Tiny little pond, but there's green grass here. This will keep him happy for a while, and he's got water, which is nice. I got this horse a couple years ago when I was looking for a horse. So I like to use them when we go in the backcountry, take a horse in when we go elk hunting. So it's really nice to do that. He's a quarter horse, but he's pretty tall, which is a little bit cumbersome because he's so tall, but otherwise it's nice. So we just brought some mineral up for the goats since we're down at the barn anyways, taking care of the horse. And we just put it in, filled their bucket full of mineral. It's a mineral that's actually mined right out of the dirt. And they really like it. There was still some at the bottom, but they like the fresh stuff on top. Can't imagine eating that dry stuff, but they like it. Gives good milk too. Here, you can't have that twine. That's no good. Yeah, they just lick it off the top. Tastes good to them, I guess. What do you think, Coco? A little dry, isn't it, there for your mouth? Drink some water. This morning, there's the hay that I gave him this morning. This is some of the hay that we put in the barn just last week. So now we haven't made firewood yet. It's getting late. I'm not sure. We might not get it done. Too much to do, too little time. Well, here's the next thing that we're gonna do here is work on our tree house. And we'll make a video of this later, but the boys and I have been doing this project for quite some time, and we're working way up there off this genie lift machine here. And we decided we're not going to make any firewood just because we are running too late in the day. So we're getting some gas in the machine, and we're going to keep working on our tree house. I see Ethan perched way up there. Wave, Ethan. There's Ethan. They wanted to make it that high, but the genie lift wouldn't reach that high, so we had to make it where we could reach it. All right, time to get started. Okay, now we're gonna do this back one right here. that one didn't go down. Next one right here. Well, now we came in and we're having some dinner. I'll show you what we have for dinner. So we were working out on that treehouse and we could not get the loader started. So we had to literally manhandle some of those boards up by hand. And now, so we quit that. Now we came in to eat, and Priscilla made a good dinner. The little ones all had a bath. And here's some crab from our recent trip that the boys and I took to Newport, Washington. And Priscilla made some potatoes out of the garden. And these are just steamed potatoes, right? Mm-hmm. With gravy that she made, like an Alfredo type gravy. And here's something that you probably have never seen before if you're not from an Amish background or Mennonite background or something. This is called banana soup. It's something that most people think might taste gross, but we really, really like it. Basically, it's milk that you sweeten. How do you sweeten it?
With sugar, but I usually put in some stevia.
Some stevia and a little bit of white sugar, or you don't use white sugar?
No, just sucanat.
Sucanat, yep. So sucanat and a little bit of stevia. And then we basically put in bread, like little pieces of bread. I know that sounds maybe gross to some of you, soaked up bread, but it's actually really good. And then we put bananas in there, and or you can like do peaches or something like that. And then we also put huckleberries in there. So that's banana soup. We have that a lot.
It's a good summer cold soup.
Yep. So we've had some of this stuff to eat, and now my parents are going to come up for the evening here just in a little while. And then they haven't been up here for a long time, so we're looking forward to having them up here. And we're going to go out and just show them the garden and stuff. And this is my mom and my dad. They're both 86 years old. With Chloe.
86.
85. Okay, almost 85.
October, about 86.
Birthday's in October. Well, we had a big feast. Avalon's still finishing up. Well, we are nearing the end of our day, aren't we?
Yep, we are. And his parents just now went home. It was very nice having them up here and just showing them around again. They haven't been up here for a while, and
yeah, can I say what happened? You could see how aged Mom looked, and Mom and Dad have had a trial, several trials in their this last year. On February 21st of this year, 2020, they were in their house, and their house caught on fire. There was a chimney fire during the night. And thankfully, it was like at 6 o'clock in the morning when the Meadowlark Log Home employees were coming to work, and they saw the fire, which is because their house is close to Meadowlark Log Homes. And anyways, they called the fire department, ran in with fire extinguishers, and got the fire out. But there was so much damage, we had to replace the whole roof. And while we were doing that, the house it was 27 years old, so we decided to just do some upgrades and remodeling. So they haven't been in their house since the end of February. This is now end of August, and and then they moved. We put them in an apartment that we had here that was really nice, but Dad just couldn't really take care of Mom very well, so we moved him into another apartment to my brother Elvie's place so they could help take care of him better. That didn't work out as well. Well, here's what happened. Mom was walking and she fell, and she bruised her skull really bad, and she actually broke her little finger and broke a bone in her neck, believe it or not.
yeah.
So it's just crazy. So she's been in a neck brace for like 6 weeks probably.
Something like that, yeah.
Crazy. So she's been in a neck brace. So then they moved to my sister Leona's place right in with Leona, because Leona's an excellent caregiver. And so now finally, and Mom couldn't go to bed because of this neck brace. She just sat up in her chair, and leaned back, and Mom, she was going backwards really, really fast, extremely fast. So this was the first time she's really been out of the house since then, and they haven't been up here for months because of this whole thing. So we're really glad But just since they took the neck brace off, Dad says she's really doing a lot better.
Yeah.
So she wasn't even walking, basically. At one point, she wouldn't do anything, just sit there. So glad that they're doing better. It's really hard to see our parents, you know, age and everything, but glad that Dad is still in pretty good health and Mom seems to be coming out of it. So we're fixing their house. Hopefully in a few months we'll have it all ready. They can go back in and that's taken care of. So just want to give you a little update on my parents. I was the youngest in our family of 10 children and 8 living. So that's why my parents are older and I'm the youngest of the bunch.
Yeah.
So, but now we're at the end of the day and we're just sitting out here in our garden pavilion.
Yeah.
And the boys are still finishing the chores. Avalon and Wyatt are just kind of doodling around the garden and picking some berries and whatever they can graze.
We didn't get everything done today. We wanted to go make firewood, but that didn't happen, which is fine. We just take the day as it comes.
Yep, Chloe's trying to tell me something about the cat. Anyways, so here's the view we're looking at. Let me turn the phone around so you can see the beautiful view. So right there is what we're looking at. We're inside our pavilion. There's the roof of our little pavilion. And it's just a jungle. It's just so beautiful to sit out here and to look out the path of all the flowers that we have here growing in the path. And it's just pretty out here. Here we have hollyhocks growing. And just a surrounding here. Hi, Avalon. Avalon's ready for bed. And yep, just all the way around here. Sunflowers growing. It's just a green jungle. The crickets are really singing. It's a pretty evening tonight. Doesn't that look peaceful? Looks so peaceful and beautiful. Can't get enough of it. So nice to see our children run and play and have fun in the garden. When we grew up, a garden was hard work, and it is still hard work, but there was nothing enjoyable about a garden when I was growing up. But now, you know, it's kind of changes when you're an adult. We didn't have flowers in our garden. Well, yeah, we did. Mom always had some flowers, but it's different now. It's actually pretty. Oh, Chloe got me this green bean to eat, I guess. Thanks, Chloe. So any parting words, babe, that you want to share with everybody before we call it a day?
Nope, just thanks so much for watching again. We love you guys.
Oh, and don't forget to subscribe.